I'm not worried about looks. You all know why my skin is like this. Still dealing with trying to fight again with this Agent Orange storage story that's been going on for over 40 years and fighting everything and everything and fighting this, fighting that, whatever. Well, I'm here to announce that I just recorded an episode on my podcast that's available on many platforms, streaming platforms. It's called Insight to Ignite. It has a red flame. Insight to Ignite. And it's an episode about the Black Mother Teresa because I'm called the Black Mother Teresa. And it's still hashtag Pookie Song, POOKIESSONG. That's my brother that passed away. His nickname was Pookie, and he did not like that name, but it's almost like people refuse and want to call him that. And I don't want another story like his. He was murdered, and other people have died, committed suicide. Some are depressed, some are doing whoredom. People are in all kind of chaos on the inside because what's really going on is causing this. And that's why I'm being persecuted because I'm unveiling it. Well, this episode on my podcast is available. You also can go to my website, beyeholy.com, be ye holy. Y-E, BEYEHOLY. There's going to be more. I'm asking you to spread this globally. Spread it globally. Tell the story. You've seen my legs. How I've gained weight, and I can tell you some stories about some malpractice, about abuse, about workers in the hospital biting patients and the staff not charting in the hospital didn't know until I called the patient's mother the next day and told. Yes, it's some illegal, nasty, dirty, stinky, filthy, and how I have slept beside soda machines. I've slept in the grass. I've slept at retail store benches. I mean, I've been through something. I've been kicked out of hospitals because I didn't have a ride. And they called the police on me because I stood there on the outside trying to get my battery charged. They wouldn't let me charge my battery so I could call somebody to give me a cash app or a chime or whatever so I could call a cab. So they called the police. So the police placed us across the street next door in the median, well, in beside the median by a drive-through. Yes, in Baytown, we slept in the grass, and I've slept there for over a month. And oh, I can tell you stories. I've slept at soda machines at Walmart. I've slept in a parking lot at the pharmacy drive-through at Walmart. Yes, and you wouldn't believe what happened to us. Yes, I'm telling you, I can tell you some stories about my adventures in Texas. I mean, and here it is. You see my legs. The whole time my legs have looked like this. I've been in the hospital like 8 or 9 times. All kinds of stuff going on. Injection sickness. I've been sodomized. I've been, I mean, I've had a nurse at a hospital, a Chinese male nurse, go up under my skirt and grab and my husband saw it but didn't say nothing because he was too scared. Oh, my husband ran away because it's just too much. And I've had police officers tell me get a gun and, so I can, just who or whatever. And oh boy, and I've been kicked out of grocery stores because simply I reported that a person had a nervous breakdown in a parking lot, and then a woman was gonna beat the manager of the store up because he was abusing us. I've been kicked out of hotels because I got too much luggage. Yes, and I've been robbed. I got kicked out of a hotel because we don't want no sick people with legs like that in here. Yeah, I mean, I have so many stories since March 3rd, 2022, entering Texas. Never before in my life have I been persecuted, abused, and you wouldn't believe what the police officers and 911 have done. 911. If there's no recording of all of this on the 911, then we got a real problem. We got a real problem. And I have emailed, call, governor's contact, mayor's contact, attorney general, and I was told by a family member of a major rap mogul, Prince, who blank Prince, family member, that the attorney general ain't gonna let you turn this state in because this is this and this is this, and he ain't gonna let you. And you wouldn't believe the things I've seen, the things I've saw, and I've been in homeless shelters and the things I know in the story and the things I see. And the church just sit back and let this happen because they're part of it. The church is part of it. I can tell you some stuff that's going on in some shyster places and some ungodly practices, some unethical practices, some illegal practices, some fraud, some claims fraud. I can tell you some stuff, some injustices, and yet still, I might not be safe right now. I might not be safe right now, if you know what I mean. So I got people out there that got my location or whatever, and like I've had people go through my things. I've had people do background checks on me sneakily. I had people that hijack my phone, put it in airplane mode. I can kid you not. Yes, yes. Here I am, 47 years old, and I'm fighting a battle all by myself for the sake of others. Here it is. I live like John the Baptist with no fear, no fear. So what I say to you, Texas, publicly, open up you gates. Be ye lifted up, you everlasting doors, so that the King of glory shall come in. Who is the King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, and the Lord mighty in battle. The Lord has given me authority to say this, and he has commissioned me to say it and commissioned me to decree it. Open up, ye gates, be ye lifted up, ye everlasting doors, so that the King of glory may come in. Who is the King of glory? The Lord strong and the Lord mighty in battle. So I say this, and I'm removing that name, Tanya, or whatever. I'm removing that name, but it's still written in places. My name is Oluwatosin, which means God is worthy of the praise. In other words, I'm a living testimony. And if you want to know my full story, then I'll let you know what happened to me in Virginia. That's another disgusting story. Disgusting, filthy. Disgusting and filthy. I've been raped. I've been molested. I've been incested. Let me tell you something. I've been buked, scorned, everything. And a lot of that stuff is church folks, government folks, or business folks. Them the three that's in bed together. Yes. So anyway, I can tell you how doctors have quit because they know the truth about me. They quit the very next day. Psychiatrists have quit. They got my files hidden. They took it from the practice. There's some practices that's missing my file because the doctors took it and quit. So there's a whole bunch of people out there just waiting for my face to be seen, for everything to be told. The game ain't meant to be so, it's meant to be told. And it's like, as Aaron Neville said, it is, don't be ashamed. If you want something to play with, go find yourself a toy, because I ain't fit to be fooled with, because God sent me and I am legit. Too legit to quit. Hey, what the MCM said? Hey, that's right. I could be in danger right now. Some things that went on in games. And how my aunt 77 there, I can't even call her right now because I done wrecked her nerves after she done called the police, wellness checks, and so they done laughed her off the phone twice in the middle of the night. So I'm not gonna bother my aunt no more because she done fought. I'm gonna let her be peace. Therefore, she done fought for me for months and months and months. She in Virginia and I'm in Texas, and she the only one that have the nerve to let them know, advocate or vacate, step down or get knocked down. That she like that, but I'm gonna let her. I'm not gonna stick. I know she got daughters and concern. That'd be too much for her, but that's all right. There are others who are stepping up. I know they will because I trust God. I trust Him.